Today I want to show you another, not one, but two quick ways to make the most amazing and delicious Greek-style flatbread or pita bread. I've already made a recipe for just a plain Jane regular flatbread. Well, today we're going to kick it up a notch or two by adding one version with feta cheese and the other one with feta and Kalamata olives. Super easy to do. I do it all. Let me just fire this puppy up. I do it all in my food processor. You could do it by hand. Whatever works for you is fine. So this is a very, very basic recipe, but it is so easy and so delicious. I'm going to start off with 4 cups of self-rising flour. Yeah, you got to be careful with this part here because black, white. So 4 cups of self-rising flour will go in there. I'm also going to do a little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil, Greek olive oil. This is one of the few exceptions where we actually put in a couple of tablespoons. Now, water. With this, there is no real measure of water because it basically goes when the dough is pulling away from the sides, it's done. So it could be cup, cup and a half, give or take. So I'm going to start off with just about a cup of water and start processing this up. Now, if you see it start getting tight, don't worry about it. Just keep adding water. And that's pretty much almost there. Let me just try scooping the sides away from this. It's still a little wet, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more flour into this. So leave that there. Flip this on. So now that my dough is done, this is the first part of this. I'm going to take about 150 grams of feta and I'm going to pour it or crumble it in here, just like that. A little messy, but not big deal. And just do this just enough to kind of mix this around a little bit. Perfect. Just like that. You don't need much to this at all. You really don't. All right. Good. Nice healthy chunks of feta in there. Add a little flour to make it kind of workable here. And just like that, knead it, fold it in. And this is actually really, really fun. Awesome. So there's our dough now with the feta. Look what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut this in half. And I'm going to take our feta dough and just put it back into our food processor and not worry about it for now. This here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces. Real simple. Now I'm going to start forming my individual pita breads. Nothing to this at all. Start with like round balls with the dough there. And it takes no time. So again, I'm going to take this, just dip it into my flour, and I'm going to slowly just start rolling out my pita breads. And these are handmade, homemade, so they don't have to be perfectly round. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Absolutely perfect. There's my first one. Just leave it there. And continue working now with the other 3 until you make them. All right, so now I've done my first batch of the feta pita breads, and they're coming along awesome. Let this just toast away. The next part of this is adding a little more zhuzh to our flatbreads by incorporating Kalamata olives. I only use the ones that have the stones in them, or the pits. Never buy the ones that are pre-pitted. That's just wrong. And to simply pit your olives, just grab them, put them on a flat surface and push them down with your thumb. And what will happen is, boom, the pit comes out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, about half a cup's worth, and I'm just going to throw them into my feta dough here. Very easy. And that's starting to come out amazing. It's starting to smell really, really great. If you want to do these en masse or do a lot at a time, I'll show you a little trick here. Take 4 or 5, take something flat, and just push it down. And now you're left with doing multiples really, really fast. So that's awesome right there. And just keep doing that until all your olives are pitted. Also, just remember to keep an eye on the flatbread that's cooking here. Oh, look at that. That looks gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. When you eat food like this, it's like part of the Mediterranean diet. Not one of those people in Greece like smoke like chimneys, they drink like fish, but they live to like 110. All right, my first one is done. As I continue moving along, I'm just going to throw in my other one here and just keep working along here. All right, so now that our Kalamata olives have been pitted, added them in here, just give that a quick mix up and just let that incorporate in there. It won't take long at all. So now you have the gorgeous flavor of the feta, plus now the added bonus of the Kalamata olives. So let me see this. Oh, that's going fantastic. These are so amazing. I just love these. Absolutely love them. So just let me take this out now. And look how beautiful this dough looks now. It's dotted. It almost looks like chocolate chip dough here with the Kalamata olives. So, a little more flour. I love baking. Now, granted, I am not the best baker. I still love to bake. And it is absolutely fantastic. So, take this here, the last part of our dough, and just get it out of there. That's perfect. Look how beautiful that looks. That's fantastic. Whoa, mama. Does that ever look and smell fantastic? That's our olive dough there. Give it a little knead there. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, the last step to our olive and feta dough is, again, cutting it into 4. So I'm pretty much done. Just got a couple of more of my flatbreads to do. They turned out absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at this. These are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. This was so easy to do. I don't know what to tell you. Here's one thing you can do to actually kick this up a notch is take just a light drizzle of olive oil, just a hint, a kiss, and then look into my magic drawer. Let me pull out a little bit of my Greek oregano and just really simply, real quick, and just from like a very light scattering of, that's it, just dried Greek oregano on the top, and you've got a winner now. I'm going to try one of these because oh, look at this. There's a whole chunk of Kalamata olive in there. Completely done. Oh my God. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. This is so freaking delicious and so simple to make. Self-rising flour, water, a little bit of olive oil. That is your base. A little bit of salt. And then the sky's the limit. The sky is the absolute limit. Today I showed you how to do these 2 ways. With a little bit of feta and with a little bit of feta and Kalamata. Olives. Oh gosh, that's really, really good. I hope you try this recipe. It's super easy. A great family recipe. Nothing to this at all. It's healthier than buying the store-bought stuff. hell of a lot cheaper, and it's fantastic to make as a family or as a friends get together. How could you beat this? So that's it for this episode on my Greek style flatbread, 2 ways. Like it's an artisanal kicked up version. Nonetheless, you can still make it at home, like no problem at all. Thank you so much for watching. For this recipe and so many others, check me out online as well at kensgreektable.com. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will definitely see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.